Hi, this video I don't know the title of yet. I'm gonna do that afterwards, but it's about the LGBT movement taking out the T, so to speak. They're not gonna have trans in it anymore. At least some people feel this way, and I understand why they feel this way. I myself feel this way about a large portion of the trans community. I would like to explain who I am, what I do, like there seems to be various camps in the trans community that vary from people like me to like fucking full blown pedophiles. I don't fucking know what the deal is with some of that shit. Um, it's weird. I don't like it. For myself, I like guys. I like older guys. I usually kind of just have fun. I don't really date them. The people that I tend to date are women, and they're other trans women. I'm a trans lesbian, and we're kind of weirdos that just go do our own thing. Like my girlfriend and I, we're a very typical lesbian couple, I would think. Like I've dated a cis woman who was bisexual and a lesbian before we met while I was a guy. And I think I got kind of a taste of what that was like with her a bit because she didn't know I was a chick. And that lasted a really long time. And she thought it was odd because it lasted a really long time. Well, now explains a lot, right? So, like, when my girlfriend and I were dating, for like, we hung out, we made out, we watched some TV, we ordered takeout. Like, occasionally we get a little kinky. And getting a little kinky would be like, hey, let's get some wine and some sex toys and just have some fun. And like, I would assume that most lesbian women are kind of somewhat along those lines. Like, she was 21 and I was 31, so there is an age gap there, but I was just kind of coming out as trans, and she was ahead of me in some ways and behind me in others, and like there was no one was in charge of our relationship. That's one of the problems with our relationship. It's one of the beautiful things about it though too. And I strive to have that again with someone where there is no power dynamic. I think this is like one of the things that I hear when I was watching a lesbian girl whose name escapes me, but I watch her all the time because she's friends with Blair White. Uh, One of the things that she said was something along the lines of, you know, there's a fear of men and women's spaces and women and men's spaces and whatever. And like, that is some shit from outside of actual trans people. Like, if there are people pretending to be us, that's that's one thing or whatever. Like, I don't know how you fix the bathroom issue. For me personally, when I go into a woman's restroom, I do now because I fucking look like this, and I go in a stall, I take care of my business, and the whole time I'm in there, I'm like, oh, thank God no one's in here. Thank God no one's in here. And then someone comes in, and I'm like, oh shit. Okay, I'll just stay in here until they leave. And then they leave, and then I leave. And like, that's weird. However, that's how every trans woman I've ever talked to feels. Like, I've been in like trans discords and shit, and that's a meme, honey. That's many of us. Like, I don't sit in there too long, but if I can sit in there for a couple minutes and they'll like wash their hands and leave, I don't want to deal with that social interaction. Okay, I don't want to be in the women's restroom. Don't really want to be in the men's restroom either. It seems like that's the more friendly option. That's why I'm there. I don't like children. Like, I don't have any. I don't plan to have any. I have, some nephews and nieces and shit that I'm gonna give toys to. That's to the extent that I like children. I'm gonna take some of them shooting and do fun stuff with them because, like, I don't have a kid to spoil, and that'll be fun. Other than that, I don't plan to ever interact with children. Like, who would? That's my question to you. Maybe that's just me. Uh, as far as dating actual women go and like lesbians, here's my thoughts on that. If a lesbian girl is attracted to like someone like me, who is, we could get into it, but I'm not going to fuck you. I, some of the best sex I've ever had was with lesbian women that were into trans women, and it's not heterosexual sex in the least. It's not. There's a lot of like, I don't know, in this lady's video at least, there's a lot of I'm a girl and a lesbian. I don't know about these people or this world. And that's some of this is her reading it in from someone else's shit. I get that. I've heard her talk to Blair. I know she's a friend. Got it. But like, this is what I hear and what they're saying is that they don't understand us at all, really. They don't know how to differentiate Blair White, myself, or my girlfriend, or 100 other trans women that I've met that are like on hormones and live it, I guess. Like, I mean, I know like a lot of people see me here and think I'm kind of ugly or whatever. I don't have any makeup on. I still need to like touch up shave. I kind of quickly did some shit, but like I didn't, you know, oh, I'm gonna have a date shave. I'm a girl. Like, I'm sorry that I was, born different or whatever. Uh, as far as all the rest of the weirdos go, I don't know what to tell you about them. The fucking Zers, whatever, like, I don't think they're a part of anyone's movement. I think they're like some sort of thing to destroy us. And I don't know if I finished my thought on the lesbians or not. I'm gonna finish it now though. But like, if a lesbian does not want to have sex with a trans woman or trans man or whatever, I think that's their right. I think that's anyone's right. Like, this is a sexual preference thing. Like, I don't get how we went from, you know, the open and accepting community that like welcomes everyone to like, these people can't be in our community because they're like digga 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 digga. And whether that's, the trans gatekeeping bullshit or like the turf bullshit or this LGB bullshit now, like, if you look at the rest of my channel, it's about warfare and guns and lots of other shit. What they are doing to us as a community is called divide and conquer. When you want to kill a thing and it's in a herd, you start breaking up the herd into smaller herds because they're easier to manage and easier to fix in a location and kill. That's what they're doing to all of us now. If you start breaking off pieces and shit, they'll eventually kill us all. And if you want to peek into that, I would go look into Germany in the 30s and 40s. They rounded us up and killed us. And because of what some of these fucks are doing to their children, they're going to come for us all. And like, to be honest, I am with them on going after the fucking pedophiles that are after their kids. If that's you and you're part of the LGBT movement, I think you should be fucking cut out the herd too because you're a fucking creep. Like, there's a lot of things. Like, there's some things you could say about me. I'm not a pedophile. Like, everyone that I like is way over the age of 18, usually. Okay? Like, men, it's over 40, usually. Trans girls, you know, 18 to 80. I don't care. Like, I like them all. Like, a flower's beauty is not just in its petals or whatever. It's a whole thing. And like, I'm a weirdo. And this is lesbian connoisseur of women. Yeah. I like trans women. The trans women that I would like to date also like trans women. I've had gender dysphoria my whole life. I've been dealing with this my whole life. I've had tits my whole life. I think in reality, like Kleinfelters. Like, I haven't gotten that confirmed yet, but that's, my suspicion. And I'm trying to, like, I'm dealing with Oklahoma healthcare and trans shit and not having money and not really caring to find out because what I have is working for me. Like, I'm getting girlier, so I don't care. Probably gonna die of fucking cancer or some shit. But, this is why the trans fight is still a fight and they're killing it. I can't even get the shit that I actually need in Oklahoma through legitimate sources other than some like online bullshit called Plume that's basically just a thing I think to fast track people to make bad decisions, really. I get why you want to kick the trans people out. There's definitely groups that should be kicked out of the fucking movement. Not all of the trans people are the same. Like, go look at any of the porn stars. Like, I know those girls. Like, all the ones that I like, I talk to. And the second that they find out that you're trans and going through and you start showing them before and after pictures, it's especially when you're like, thank you for being you, basically. Like, there's several of them that I feel that way about. Like Serena Valentina, Eva Lynn, Natalie Mars, Bailey J. Like, there's a bunch of those girls that, like, if they weren't them and open to being sexual on camera, I don't know that I would still be alive. I definitely wouldn't be happy and a girl. I'd probably be like 900 pounds and on the verge of death. I, you know, I got motivated to do what I'd always wanted to do by seeing other people's results. And the first places that I ever saw trans women that actually looked good after their transition was porn. There was other shit other than that, and like, there's a whole bunch of people that are like, well, is it chicken or the egg thing? Well, this is what I'll tell you is that, like, when I was a kid, I was jealous of my fucking cousins because they got this dollhouse from my grandma, and basically anytime that they were over and had that thing, like, my action figures and their Barbies and whatever fucking just partied down. And like, I'm not saying that's 100% a sign, but like, it's the thought behind some of the stuff. It's not wanting to play with the girls. It's like, I am playing with the girls and playing with the girls' toys as much as possible because I want that, and I'm not allowed to have that. And I have GI Joes because those are kind of close to Barbies or whatever, and like some of that stuff. Like, this was a very early thing. Like, I wanted to be a princess and shit. Like, I wanted to be more than that, really. Like, if you want to get into it, like, I was watching like princess movies and like, what's that called? My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Um, the Princess Bride and shit like swashbuckling movies. And I watched fucking all sorts of shit. And like what I wanted to be was a swashbuckling girl, and I kind of am. And you know, like I think a lot of things in life are determined by what we desire. Okay, and not everyone desires the same things. And is this at my core who I am, or is this something that I got imprinted very early? Well, I don't think so. I think this is at my core. Like there, I didn't see anything regarding this until I was like 10 or 11 years old, something like that. And then that was in passing, like in a fucking movie or a TV show. And like I didn't hardly even know what it was. Before that, I just always really liked that shit and wanted to be a girl and didn't really know what to do with that. And then I saw that you could be trans was a thing. I was like, I, I don't know what to think about that. And then like I don't know. The I don't know what to think about that reaction was like the context of seeing that and where it was seen. Like it was like seeing a drag show. I was like, odd. Those bunch of ugly fucks in makeup. Okay. Like that was that reaction. It wasn't like ew at the thought of that, It was shocking, I guess, seeing that drag shit. And that didn't, attract me to being trans at all. Okay. And like the stuff that did attract me to being trans was uh, getting to know actual people that had done it, basically, and seeing results. And like this is the thing that is, I think a lot of people are like debating this, and the thing that they want to know is, are you going to be Blair White? Or are you going to be fucking, you know, the shop teacher? And like I've been told by several people that I could be the shop teacher. That's why I was fucking, making that video. Um, it doesn't matter if you're hot or not. It matters like what you are up here. And hormones and whatever will make you hot if you want to be hot. If you're doing this just because you have some flippant thing about wanting to be pretty, it's probably not for you. Like, there's a lot of consequences that come with this. I think a lot of men don't get that, like, the medications I'm on. You see, like, my hands? My hands didn't used to look like this. Okay. They've changed significantly. A lot of things have changed significantly. I love it all, but some of it would disturb men to the point that they would fucking run away and hide. Okay. This is the person that you're like, oh, you just want to fuck kids. Are they hung? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand where that comes from. Like, you don't understand what you're talking about. Like, you think, oh, it's a chick with a dick. Oh, fucking shemale porn. Like, the amount of fucking trans women I know that can get hard are like basically none. Like, occasionally, my girlfriend would get occasionally, but like, it wasn't like she was gonna fuck. It was, would you give me a blowjob? Okay. And then 20, 30 minutes of work, she comes. We're girls, you know? I hate to tell you that. The equipment is fucked up, but like, I think it's, worth having some of these very frank discussions about this subject. And as far as like the chicken or the egg thing on the fucking when I was a kid thing, I had this thought about everything, about wanting to be a girl before I ever even fucking saw any of this shit. There's some percentage of us that are just like this, okay? And the drag shit, I think is just a bunch of gay men fucking having fun. That's fine. Do that. You're separate from us. I don't sing or dance. Not hardly at all, anyway. I can dance, but it's nothing I would show you. You know, I I don't understand those people. And like I would like to represent this slice of the trans community, whatever it is. It's there's a hell of a lot of them that are silent. I've gotten a few thank you things from mostly men that they aren't necessarily trans, but they take some hormones and they wear ladies' clothes and wigs at night and they go get fucked. There's a large slice of people like that are like in the closet and can't say shit that are like me. They like to be a girl. They like to get fucked. Whoop de freaking do. Okay. I also happen to like some lesbian shit if they're into it. If they're not into it, cool. That's in summary this video. I hope this made some sort of sense. This is a complex issue, and it's hard to like sum it up in 20 minutes. And I wanted to hit various notes, and I kind of just do these off the cuff. So I want to do more of these, and part of me just being on camera at all and like having a show for you guys is to be able to discuss topics like this. And some of this is, you know, I dress like this every day when I leave my house. I don't leave my house. I kind of usually like put my hair up and wear a fucking t-shirt without a bra and a pair of panties. So I'm not gonna appear on camera like that. Okay, there's no reason to like. I think that's a lot of women. That's a lot of women, and it's representative of like the women that I would like to represent anyway. Like, when I get up, I like brush my teeth and I shave and do a couple of other things, but I don't sit there and put on 20 pounds of fucking makeup just to sit around the fucking house. I Maybe that's just me. I don't like makeup. I have a whole case of makeup in there. My samurai armor stand is I have a little table with a giant makeup case with my helmet stand on it, and then my chest rig goes around the makeup case. So that I like makeup. I own some. I have lipstick in my purse and in my chest rig pocket here. Like, I don't know what more you want of me. Find me a lesbian woman that really goes heavy on makeup. They exist. I have lipstick. I even have, like, I have everything, really, if I want to do it. I kind of tend to wear glasses and lipstick, and it works for me. Okay? Maybe, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just an ugly whale. Go to uglywhales.com. Go see those videos. They're very funny. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you guys think. Should the trans people be kicked out of the gay community? See you later.